Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. I am Neha Paryani, and in this session we are going to discuss about first problem on dissolution of a partnership firm chapter. Okay, this is the last chapter from your partnership accounting. So till my previous classes we have discussed about how to prepare revaluation account. Okay, so today we will be solving full problem on dissolution of partnership firm. So basically here we have to prepare three accounts. So first account that we have to prepare is realization account, right? So after that we will be preparing partners capital account, and at last we will prepare cash or bank account. Okay, so this question will be asked for 12 marks in your examination, right? So let us have a look at the problem now. So the question is, Bhuvan, Suraj and Ibrahim were three partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2:1. Okay, so profit sharing ratio of the partners is given in the question. They are telling on 30th June 2014, they decided to dissolve the firm. Okay, so they are going to shut down the business, right? From following is the balance sheet of the firm on the date, right? So balance sheet is given in the question, right? They are telling the assets were realized and the liabilities were paid off as follows. So here all the information relating to assets realized and liabilities paid will be given, right? So we will have a look at this when we will be preparing the accounts, right? So currently first we know that we have to start preparing realization account. So realization account is prepared basically to show whatever the assets we had, and out of that which all the assets are realized at what rates. Okay, then what all the liabilities we had, and have we paid our liabilities or not. At last it will show that we have profit on realization or loss on realization. Okay, in both cases, be it profits or losses, it will be transferred to partners capital account. Clear? So that is why we prepare realization account. Now the first step in preparing realization account is mentioning the book value of assets and liabilities, right? So we have to first mention the book value of assets. Now book value of assets is nothing but the value of assets which is given in the balance sheet, right? So all the book value of assets should be recorded other than cash, right? So I will show you. This is the format of realization account, right? So here on the debit side, first of all, we have to record the book value of assets. Okay, so I will tell you now. Now we have to take here all the assets which are given in the balance sheet, but other than cash. Okay, other than cash, it could be cash in hand or it could be cash at bank, right? So just leave it, and other than that, take all the assets. Okay, they might be current assets, they might be fixed assets, even if it is goodwill, then we have to take it here. Okay, so leave cash, then take all the assets and record their book value first. Okay, first of all we have stock. Okay, so value of stock given in the question is 20,100, right? So first mention it here, stock. In the inner column 20,100 rupees. Okay, then we have debtors for rupees 62,600, investment 16,000, and furniture 20,000. So just take all these assets and their book value. We have debtors of rupees 62,600. Then we have investments. Okay, investments rupees 16,000. Then we have furniture. So value of furniture is 20,000. Okay, now just total all these. Okay, total all the four amounts, then we'll get the value 1,07,00,000 rupees. Okay, so currently the business organization has the assets worth rupees 1,07,000. Okay, similarly in the credit side we have to record the book value of liabilities. Now liabilities account, their book value. Okay, so now again come back to question. Now liabilities are given. So while recording the book value of liabilities, we have to remember that So three things should not be taken here. Okay, three things we should not take. So they are, first of all, capital of the partners, okay, should not be taken in the realization account. Okay, then after that, undistributed profits or losses like reserve fund, okay, like employees compensation fund, okay, and profit and loss account if it is given in the liability side. So these all are undistributed profits or losses. Clear? So we should not take them. Then the third thing that we should not take in the realization account is partners loan. Okay, if any partners loan is given, so that liability should not be taken here in the realization account. Now just leave these three and take all the remaining things here. Okay, so we should take the book value of creditors, which is rupees 50,400. First, creditors 50,400. Then we have investment fluctuation fund rupees 10,000. Okay, take it here. Investment fluctuation fund, okay, rupees 10,000. Okay, then come back to question. Next we have reserve fund, which is undistributed profit or loss, so we will not take it here. Okay, at last we have capital, so capital should also be not taken in the realization account. Okay, so we have taken all the liabilities, their book value. So totally we have liabilities of rupees 60,400. Basically here we will take only third parties liabilities or outsiders liabilities. Clear? We'll just take these here. Now the first step is done. First step will always be to record the book value of assets and liabilities in the realization account. Clear? Okay, now come back to question. Now the next information is given, right? So second step is to see what all the assets have been realized and what all the liabilities have been paid, right? So first of all, they have given investments were taken over by Bhuvan for rupees 18,000. Now we have investment, the book value of investments is 16,000 rupees, right? But one of our partner called Bhuvan. Okay, Bhuvan is a partner, right? He is taking over investment. Okay, so we will record it. Okay, book value of assets have been recorded on the debit side. So asset taken over will be recorded on the opposite side, that is credit side, as Bhuvan's capital account. In bracket you can write investments taken over. Okay, you should write it in full form. Okay, so amount rupees 18,000. Right now, because investments are taken over by Bhuvan, I'm mentioning as Bhuvan's capital account. Okay, if investments were realized, I would have mentioned it as cash account. Clear? Then come back to question. Stock was taken over by Suraj for rupees 17,500 and furniture was taken over by Ibrahim at book value. Okay, so again there are two partners, Suraj and Ibrahim. So again both of these are taking over certain assets. So stock is taken over by Suraj at rupees 17,500 and furniture is taken over by Ibrahim at book value. Now what is this book value? So we already know book value means the value which is given in the balance sheet. Okay, whatever the value is given, at the same value he's taking over the asset here. Okay, so first we'll record as Suraj capital account. Suraj's capital account for stock taken over at rupees 17,500. Okay, then at last Ibrahim's capital account for furniture taken over at book value. What is the book value of furniture? 20,000. Mention it as it is. Okay, then come back to question. Now rupees 60,500 were realized from debtors. Okay, now here debtors, they are telling that they have not mentioned that debtors are taken over by any of the partner here. Okay, debtors are realized, so we will take it as cash account in bracket debtors realized at rupees 60,500. Okay, now come back to question. Then they are telling creditors were settled in full and realization expenses were rupees 4,500. Okay, now there are 2 points in this fourth point. So creditors creditors were settled in full. It means that whatever is the value of book value of creditors, we are paying it full. Okay, we are settling all the creditors. Okay, so now creditors book value is recorded on the credit side. So now for the when they are paid off, when creditors are paid off, we will take it in opposite side as cash account, liabilities paid. Okay, so liabilities paid, in that creditors are paid for rupees same 50,400. All the creditors were settled in full. Okay, then they are telling in the question that we have realization expenses which were rupees 4,500. So again, expenses, we know that they will be recorded on the debit side. So we'll record it as cash account in bracket realization expenses. Clear? Rupees 4,500. Okay, so I would like to tell you one thing here, that is, if you have not watched the previous video in which I have discussed the format of realization account, we have also done one problem on it. Okay, so if you have not watched that video, it's very difficult for you to understand here. Okay, because in that video I've clearly explained what all the steps we have to follow for preparing realization account. Okay, so you should first watch the introduction video. First of all, you should be clear with the concept of dissolution. Then you should be knowing about realization account, its format, what all the steps we need to follow for preparing it. Then you can come on to this video, that is doing full problem on it. Clear? So now basically everything relating to realization account is taken, right? All the adjustments are done. Now what we have to do, we have to total both the amount columns and see on which side the balance is more or which side is bigger. Okay, so here in this case, credit side is bigger. The total on credit side is rupees 1,76,400 rupees. Okay, so write the same here, 1,76,400 rupees. Okay, now deduct all these amount from 1,76,400. So we will get a balancing figure of rupees 2,800. Okay, so this will be called as profit on realization. Okay, so if we are getting the balancing figure on the credit side, it means the total amount is more on the debit side, and we will get the balancing figure on the credit side, then we call it as loss on realization. Okay, now we have got the balancing figure on the debit side, so this is profit on realization. This will be transferred to partners capital account. Partners capital account. So who are the partners here? Bhuvan, Suraj and Ibrahim. Okay, so if we divide the profits according to their ratio, so the ratio given in the question is 3:2:1. So if we divide it according to their ratio, Bhuvan will get rupees 1,400 as profits, Suraj will get rupees 933 as profits, and Ibrahim will get 467 rupees as profits. Okay, we have just distributed this 2,800 rupees into the ratio. Clear? This is how we will prepare the realization account. I hope it's clear up to here. Now the next step here is preparing partners capital account. Okay, so this is the format of partners capital account. Right now it's very easy, right? We have prepared partners capital account in case of admission, retirement, death. In all the cases we have prepared. Right here also it's very similar. Whole of the process is basically same here. Okay, so we know that always partners capital account starts with balance brought down, that is capital of the partners. So check in question, what is the capital of the partners given? So Bhuvan 30,000, Suraj 20,000 and Ibrahim 10,000. Okay, so mention it here. 30,000 for Bhuvan, 20,000 for Suraj and 10,000 for Ibrahim. Okay, so after that, usually in case of admission, retirement and death, we record goodwill. But here in dissolution of partnership firm, there will be no goodwill. Okay, so that is why next step is to uh, record the profit or loss on realization. Okay, so in this question we have prepared realization account and we have got the profit on realization, right? So profit on realization for all the three partners, we have divided it. Okay, so mention the same profits in the partners capital account. We know that profits are recorded on the credit side. Profit on realization, 1400 rupees for Bhuvan, right? Then 933 rupees for Suraj and 467 rupees for Ibrahim. Okay, then after this, now go back to balance sheet. Right, now in this check, are there any undistributed profits or losses given in the question? Okay, so we have reserve fund here, so this is an undistributed profit, right? So 12,000 rupees is the amount here. Now this has to be distributed among all the partners. Okay, so reserve fund has to be distributed among the partners. So reserve fund is profit, so that's why on the credit side, reserve fund rupees 12,000 should be divided according to the ratio, that is 3:2:1. Okay, so if I'll show you how to do it. So for Bhuvan, Suraj and Ibrahim, total reserve funds are 12,000 rupees into what is Bhuvan's share here. So 3, right? 3 out of how many? 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 1 is 6. Okay, so if profits are divided in 6 parts, 3 parts belongs to Bhuvan, 2 parts belongs to Suraj and 1 part belongs to Ibrahim. Clear? So what is now Bhuvan's ratio here? 3 out of 6 parts, right? Similarly, 12,000 into 2 out of 6 parts for Suraj, and for Ibrahim 12,000 into 1 out of 6 parts. Okay, so when we will simplify this, we'll get the value as rupees 6,000 and rupees 4,000 for Suraj and rupees 2,000 for Ibrahim. Okay, so these profits are also divided in their ratio itself. So we have to do the same process here. Okay, then again after this, so undistributed profits or losses are recorded. Okay, now the next step is to check that if any of the partner has taken over any asset or if they have paid any liability, right? So in this question, certain assets are taken over by the partners, right? So you can check that from realization account also. Okay, Bhuvan has taken over investments, Suraj has taken over stock, and Ibrahim has taken over furniture. Okay, so these three things have to be recorded in the partners capital account now. Okay, here they are in the realization account, they are on the credit side, right? They are on the credit side. In the partners capital account, they will be on the debit side. Okay, so we will take it as realization account. Okay, in bracket you can write assets taken over. Okay, so Bhuvan has taken over investments for rupees 18,000. Suraj has taken over stock for rupees 17,500 and Ibrahim has taken over furniture for rupees 20,000. Okay, in case any of the partner has paid any liability, then we would record it on the credit side in the partner's capital account. Okay, but in this question, any of the partner has not paid for any liabilities. Clear? So now that is also taken. Now everything related to partner's capital account is completed. Okay, now we just have to total all this. Okay, here the credit side is bigger. In case of Bhuvan, total is rupees 37,400. Okay, the total of Suraj column is rupees 24,933. Now the total of Ibrahim is more on the debit side. So debit side of Ibrahim is bigger. Total is 20,000. Okay, so just mention same here. Okay, even these two totals mention here: 37,400, 24,933. Okay, now it's time to find out the balancing figure, right? So for Bhuvan, the balancing figure is on the debit side. Just to deduct 18,000 rupees from 37,400. So balancing figure will be 19,400 rupees. Then again for Suraj, deduct 17,500 rupees from 24,933. So the balancing figure will be 7,433 rupees. Clear? So Ibrahim's debit side is bigger, so we will get balancing figure of Ibrahim on the credit side. Okay, just to deduct all these amounts from 20,000, so we'll get the balancing figure of 7,533. Okay, so we have found out the balancing figures. So these should be transferred to cash account. Okay, these should be transferred to cash account. Same here also. Balancing figure should be transferred to cash account. Okay, for Bhuvan and Suraj, we have got balancing figure on the debit side, but for Ibrahim, we have got balancing figure on the credit side. Okay, which is not a problem. Okay, so at last, we have to prepare cash account, right? After preparing partners capital account, we have to prepare cash account. Okay, so before going to cash account, I would like to tell you, basically in partners capital account, first of all we recorded their capital, then we recorded profit or loss on realization. Okay, after that you should refer the question. If there are any undistributed profits or losses, then distribute them, right? In this question only reserve fund was given, so we have distributed it according to their ratio. Okay, next step will be to check whether any of the partners has taken over any asset or any of the liabilities paid by any of the partner. Okay, so those things have to be recorded in the partners capital account. At last we just have to total, check which side balance is more, and we have to find out the balancing figure. Okay, that balancing figure has to be sent to cash account. Clear? Now let's prepare cash account, right? So always cash account starts with the balance brought down or opening balance of cash which is given in the question. Okay, so in this question, opening balance of cash given is rupees 13,700. Because cash is our asset, so for every asset the opening balances starts on will be on the debit side. Okay, so that is why 13,700 rupees, right? Now next, from here the process is very simple. Okay, first of all refer realization account, right? So in this account just mark wherever the cash account is mentioned, or whatever the cash account entries we have here, just mark them. Okay, so one entry we have on the debit side, another one entry we have on the debit side, and third entry we have on the credit side. In realization account totally we have 3 cash entries. Okay, now only these cash entries should be taken into cash account, right? First of all we have cash entry on the debit side for liabilities paid, which is rupees 50,400, right? In the realization account it's on the debit side, right? In the cash account it will be on the opposite side, that is credit side. So I will mention it as realization account for liabilities paid 50,400 rupees. Okay, then come back to realization account. Again we have cash entry on the debit side in realization account, which is for realization expenses. Now this has to be recorded, right? This has to be recorded on the credit side in cash account, right? Here it's on the debit side, there we will record it on the credit side. So realization account for realization expenses, you people please write it in full forms. Okay, do not follow the shortcut method, right? Amount was 4,500 rupees. Okay, come back to realization account. Now the entries relating to cash on the debit side have been recorded. Next we have to record the entries on the credit side. We have one cash entry on the credit side, which is for debtors realized, or you can also say assets realized. Okay, here it is on the credit side in the realization account. In the cash account it will be on the debit side as realization account in bracket assets realized, or you can also write debtors realized. Okay, value is rupees 60,500. Clear? So realization account is completed. You should check properly. We have taken all the cash entries or not. Okay. Next thing is partners capital account. Again, we have to do the same thing here. Just mark wherever the word cash account is mentioned, or just mark the cash entries. Okay. One entry we have on the debit side, which is the balancing figure of Bhuvan and Suraj, and another one entry we have on the credit side. Again, it's the balancing figure of Ibrahim, right? All both of these entries should be taken in the cash account opposite side. Okay, so first we have on the debit side. So in the cash account, we'll take it on credit side as partners capital accounts. Okay, capital of Bhuvan. Okay, just take the balancing figure of Bhuvan, which is 19,400. 19,400. Then capital of Suraj. Okay, capital of Suraj. So balancing figure of Suraj is 74,333. Sorry, 7,433 rupees. Okay, please excuse me for the pronunciation. Right, now come back to partners capital account. On credit side, we have another cash entry, which is balancing figure of Ibrahim, or the capital of Ibrahim. Okay, here it is on the credit side. So in the cash account, we'll take it on the opposite side. We'll take it as partners capital account, capital of Ibrahim. Okay, so just take this balancing figure here, 7,533 rupees. Okay, so everything is done. We have taken all the cash entries from realization account and from the partners capital account. Even the opening balance of cash is taken. Okay, in case in question any of the partners loan was given. Okay, suppose we have partners called Bhuvan, Suraj and Ibrahim, right? Suppose in question Ibrahim's loan was given. Okay, Ibrahim's loan, assume 10,000 rupees, right? It's given on the liability side in the question. Then we would have taken here on the credit side. Okay, we would have mentioned it as Ibrahim's loan rupees 10,000 if it was given. Okay, only partner's loan should be mentioned. Third party's loan should not be mentioned. Clear? So this is not given, so I'll erase it. Okay, now everything relating to cash account is completed. Okay, so now we have to just total it. Now when we total it, the total must be same on both the sides. Okay, the total that I am getting here is rupees 81,733 rupees. Okay, it's same on both the sides, right? The cash account should tally here. If it tallies, it means you have done everything correct. Clear? So you have done everything correct. This is how we solve full 12-mark question on dissolution of a partnership firm chapter. Okay, so this was just one basic problem. We will do another one problem in which we will also prepare partners loan account. Okay, so do watch the next video as well. Right, if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and please subscribe to the channel. You can share the video with your friends. You can ask any comments, doubts in the comment section below. Okay, I hope to see you all in my next videos. Till that, happy learning.